Greetings. My name is Brandon Green, Esquire. I represent the Zeta Beta Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. I first want to thank the president of our chapter, John Taylor, who just spoke. That was supposed to be between I would not have put him on blast in front of everybody like that. But he did that to himself. I didn't prepare remarks, so I will try to be brief. I will first say that as a new initiate into Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity I used to, talk a lot about this particular moment in time, this social political moment that we find ourselves in. I used to always ask, where is the Divine Nine? Where is all of the elite black institutions? With people who I always looked up to, Thurgood Marshall, Martin Luther King Jr. I was lucky enough to be a Martin Luther King Jr. Social Justice Fellow of Boston University School of Law. And so, for me, all of these people that represent my fraternity were about change. They were actively doing something. And so one of the things that I first asked as I was talking about and demonstrating my interest in joining the Zeta Beta Lambda chapter is, where are we at in terms of showing up to the Capitol? Now for me, this is my day-to-day work. I'm an attorney, I'm a policy advocate, this is what I do. But it's also the history of all of our organizations that this is what we do. And so now that I'm no longer on the outside, but I'm on the inside, I determined that all that critique I had to be able to walk my talk. And so I want to thank Lanice, because we weren't initially part of these conversations. I want to thank my colleague, Sandra Poole, as well, because we kind of came in last minute. There's a bunch of different texts between myself and Lanice. But I am proud to say that we have representation from my brothers in the room. I am hopeful that we will continue to have representation over time, so I'm hopeful that we can plan early next year. But this is really important. All of the social movements that we like to herald, all of the civil rights icons that we like to herald, they did something. And all of the work that they did is under threat. All of the civil rights protections are under fire. The Supreme Court has been taken. The state courts have been taken. So we really need to mobilize and get active, and I'm proud that we are doing so starting today. So greetings from Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, my chapter, the Zeta Beta Lambda chapter right here in Sacramento. If you have not seen it, typically said as the Zeta Beta Lambda chapter.
You better speak it.